My name is Miranda Mulholland, and I'm a singer and a fiddle player, and also I own a record label called Roaring Girl Records. Well, I recently became obsessed with Mount Everest, so I've been reading an incredible amount of books about it, and especially the early days of Mount Everest exploration with like George Mallory in 1920s. It's insane, but it's really interesting. There's this wonderful woman, her name is Tift Merritt, and she's from the States, and incredible singer-songwriter and performer, and she had a record that came out last year. I think it's called Traveling Alone, and it's unreal. It's been my soundtrack for the last year. My most treasured musical object is my violin, which I heard a friend play it at Mariposa Festival, and we were all drinking around the campfire, and he switched to a different instrument, so I picked up this and fell in love with it, and then told him late that night drunkenly that I was going to buy it if he wanted to sell, which he didn't seem very interested in until a few months later when he said he would sell it to me. And it was repaired in 1894 in Toronto, and that's all I know about it. Well, I sort of wish I was in Jason Isbell's band, but his girlfriend wife is a fiddle player, so much for that. Oh, there was no choice. It chose me. I think I would poach Ray LaMontagne's band, the Pariah Dogs. That was one hell of a band. I have a Josh Ritter t-shirt that I'm quite fond of. It's made of very nice cotton. I think I would be a Foley artist. Can I pick a time too? Maybe I'd be a Foley artist in the 1930s. It would be The Last of the Mohicans, which is the best film ever made. I will find you! My most favorite venue that I've ever played was Massey Hall, which I got to play last year. My great-great-grandmother sang at Massey Hall. She was an opera singer, and she forgot her shoes, so she had to sing on the Massey Hall stage in her galoshes, which I thought was quite charming. So it was lovely to be there. I would say books. I am a lady who reads too much. The next one that I write. Well, as a label owner, that's a tricky question. But I think that there's sort of will always be this mainstream thing, and that's fine. And the noise that's generated from that can just continue. But I think that the more niche we get, the more clear we can be as artists and run up our own flag about what we believe artistically, and then that will allow us to find our particular groups more easily. So I think it's going to continue to be more collaboration and a small scale, but in the macro sense, it'll be a way to group together and have something that's more of a community thing. That's my belief.